Are you looking for the best electric scooter for? In this video we will look at some of the best electric scooter for on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Swagtron Swagger 5 Boost. The Swagger 5 Boost is a welcomed upgrade to its predecessor, the Swagger 5 Elite, and replaces it on our list of best scooters. The motor is more powerful, going from 250 to 300 watts, but keeps its competitive price. The Boost has a solid build and feel, designed to support riders up to 320 pounds while weighing just 26 pounds itself, great for walk-up apartments or getting on and off mass transit. It easily folds and unfolds with a single locking latch. The rated travel distance is 12 miles, expect this number to vary due to rider size, speed traveling, winds and terrain. That's not far but fine for last-mile commutes or riding to classes, and it charges in under 4 hours. There are 3 ride modes to choose from and even cruise control, though you'll need to connect a phone to the Boost via Bluetooth and use an iOS or Android app to toggle it on and off. The scooter has a rear mechanical disc brake, a bell and front and rear lights for safety, and Swagtron even went so far as to include a cup holder. The ride on its two 8.5-inch honeycomb puncture-proof tires is decent, especially considering the lack of a suspension. Shocks would add to the weight and cost, though. The scooter's top speed is 18 miles per hour, dependent on rider size. Given the suggested user age of 12 years and up, larger, heavier riders might not reach that speed, particularly on inclines. The scooter's deck is pretty narrow, making it easier to carry but more difficult for riders with large feet to stand comfortably. The Boost has an IPX4 rating, meaning it can survive a splash but not be submerged in water. Number 2. Emove GTSE. So many electric scooters force riders to make compromises. A lightweight scooter usually means a smaller battery that results in slower speeds and shorter travel distances. Couple that with the 5 or 6 hours it takes to recharge, and that makes it hard to use on a continuous basis. Enter the Emove gtse, a 29-pound scooter with a top speed of 25 miles per hour that can charge up to 80% in 2.5 hours. The scooter supports riders up to 220 pounds with its 700-watt motor powered by a 50/WH Samsung battery. During testing, it was able to travel about 15 miles before needing a charge. That's not far off from the company's 23-mile claim. Travel distances vary depending on rider size, style of riding, hills and wind conditions. The scooter is easy to fold down and has collapsible handlebars, making its storage footprint very small. The handlebar height is adjustable for shorter or taller riders. Additionally, it has a spring in the deck and a small suspension in the front to ease some bumps out. The Emove GTSE is equipped with a headlight, electric horn, and 3 methods of braking: the regenerative motor, physical rear disc brake, and a rear foot spoiler brake. There's an app for iOS and Android too. Connect to the scooter's built-in Bluetooth, and the mobile app displays the speedometer and battery info and has the ability to toggle the lights on and off. There's also an alarm if the scooter is moved. Along with making noise, it will use the motor to slow its movement if someone tries riding off on it. Number 3. Inmotion S1 electric scooter. The Inmotion S1 is an exceptionally comfortable last-mile scooter. Coming in at $949, this responsive scooter has front and rear suspension, 10-inch puncture-proof pneumatic tubeless tires, and a handlebar height of 42 inches, so there's less hunching over when you ride. It's powered by a single 500-watt brushless rear-wheel motor and can get up to speeds of 18.6 miles per hour. The rear motor positioning is great for minimizing some of the weight in the front when lifting on or off of a curb. If you are on the heavier side, the S1 gets noticeably slower on inclines. Inmotion rated the scooter to travel 59 miles before needing a charge. We found that to be closer to 20 to 25 miles from our testing. This always depends on travel speeds, rider size, and the terrain. The S1 ships with a single 63-volt charger and takes about 7 hours to replenish the 675WH battery. However, with 2 charge ports on the S1, that time can be cut in half with a second charger. One minor complaint: the small circular covers for the charge ports can be troublesome to close. It's extremely important to keep them covered when not charging to keep moisture out. The S1 has a dust and water rating of IP55 and the battery IP67. Number 4. Gotrax GMax Ultra Electric Scooter. The $900 Gotrax GMax Ultra is the company's top-of-the-line commuter scooter. It boasts a 350-watt motor and a 36-volt, 17.5Ah LG lithium-ion battery. Its 10-inch air-filled tires made rides more comfortable than expected considering it doesn't have a suspension. It took approximately 4 to 5 hours to charge. The scooter is a kick-and-go, meaning you kick to take off and then use the well-placed thumb throttle on the right side of the handlebar to keep moving. It can hit a top speed of 20 miles per hour and, according to Gotrax, you can get about 45 miles of travel between charges. In real-world usage, it was about half of that, which is still pretty good. This also depends on the rider's size, hills and wind conditions. It supports riders up to 220 pounds. On the left side of the handlebars is the power button, as well as plus and minus buttons. Hold the power button for 3 seconds to turn the scooter on and off. By default, the scooter requires a 3-digit passcode to turn on that is entered using the plus-minus buttons and the power button to confirm. This won't stop someone from pushing the scooter, but the passcode along with a built-in stainless steel cable and 4-digit combination lock are nice to have for quickly locking it up. Plus, if you try to turn it on and roll it, the motors will slow its movement while making a beeping sound until the passcode is entered. Holding the minus button puts the scooter in walk mode. This gives you a 3 miles per hour power assist while you walk the scooter. Another nice feature, if the throttle is held for 10 seconds it enters cruise control where the scooter will maintain its speed until the brakes or throttle are touched. It can also be used to change gears when combined with the plus button. Number 5. Inmotion V10F. There's something addictive about riding around town without having to use your hands for support and simply hopping on and off your ride. That's the experience you get with the Inmotion V10F, a simple and reliable piece of transportation tech that's a small, fast and easy to store electric vehicle. The V10F is an electric unicycle that packs a lot in its 45-pound frame. It has a 2,000-watt motor powered by a 960 Wh battery that can move you and its 16-inch wheel up to 25 miles per hour. I was able to hit 24 miles per hour in my testing. It's rated for travel distances up to 60 miles on a single charge. It takes about 8 hours to fill the battery. I got about half that distance due to my large frame and need for speed. It supports rider weight of up to 260 pounds. The unicycle is designed to self-balance forward and back while the rider is responsible for the side-to-side. Once you get a little momentum, the side-to-side is a breeze. It's easier to learn than you might think. If you hold onto something, such as a handrail, you can then slowly go back and forth just a few inches to get a feel for its responsiveness and what it takes to keep it balanced. There are plenty of videos online, too, that can show how to mount and dismount along with other tips and tricks.